Greetings from the Board of Directors of LGBTQ Religious Archives Network. We deeply appreciate your participation in a listening circle with us. This is a new day for LGBTQRAN as an independent, nonprofit corporation as we stabilize and propel our history-making enterprise. As board members, we felt we needed to hear from our core constituents like you, what we're doing well and what we could be doing more. We were amazed and honored that more than 50 of you were willing to spend an hour with us in thoughtful conversation. The 9 listening circles were rich with a broad array of voices and ideas. It was deeply gratifying to hear your appreciation of LGBTQ/RAN's vivid portrayal of our history, thanks to the dedicated work of Mark Bowman and many others. LGBTQ/RAN is a valuable historical resource that researchers, archivists, students, and scholars turn to regularly. The ever-growing diversity of stories, artifacts, and exhibits on our website makes our history come alive and ensures that it'll live on for decades to come.
You shared many great ideas on how LGBTQ/RAN could improve and also some new suggestions. We will send a detailed report to you all in January. But there were 3 major ideas that came up in virtually every listening group. The first is we need a more robust communications plan. Many of you described LGBT/RAN as a best kept secret or something that's been hidden under a bushel. We plan to devote more time with a social media policy, and we clearly need to devote more resources to letting people know that we exist and all that we can provide to them. Second, a big challenge for activists today, and for us as well, is to remember that our work and activities are no longer mostly on paper, but are on computer. We need to train activists to retain their social media content, what they wrote to each other by email, what they sent to their members, social media press releases. It will be incumbent upon LGBT/RAN to start working on archiving this digital material, and this is something we are committed to into the future.
The third and final priority we heard from you was that while we've captured stories and voices from hundreds of leaders of LGBTQ+ religious movements, the reality is they are primarily white, Christian, and US based. We need to expand our outreach and research to include more people of color, diverse gender identities, and varying religious traditions. To reflect the wider scope of LGBTQ+ spirituality, in 2021, the Religious Archives Network will add a part-time staff member with the responsibility to bring in these varying voices and stories to our archive. We are committing to this diversity need nationally and internationally. Several of you told us about the importance of capturing the voices and stories from your countries across the world, Europe, Africa, Latin America, and Asia. Frankly, this is a daunting task that will require a major investment of resources, and it's not something that North Americans can just swoop in and do. Instead, we have to empower people in other countries around the world to save their histories. We commit to working with you to find supportive ways to reach out both nationally and internationally to create the diversity that we all understand as crucial. Thank you.
The expansive possibilities of LGBTQ/RAN are thrilling. We need your participation and your support to realize all of these promises. If you're interested in helping gather historical data or creating resources, contact Mark Bowman. Of course, we do need your financial support. Some of you are already generous contributors, which we profoundly appreciate. If you are able to make a gift before the end of the year, we'll be able to work on some of the ideas that we talked about in the listening circles. You can be most helpful by committing to make a monthly gift in 2021, whether that's $100, $50, or $25. A monthly gift that is charged to your credit card enables you to stretch your giving over time and provides dependable revenue to sustain our day-to-day operations. You'll find info on giving options on the website or by contacting Mark or any board member. Thank you again so much for participating in the listening circles and for your commitment to the history-making work of LGBTQRAN. If all of us work together, we can ensure that our archive of voices, images, and stories are preserved for the futures that we can't even imagine now. Thank you, thank you, thank you.